Hi, and welcome back to the show. Today we're joined by Ron Dorombosi. Now, he has been involved with research and development since 2004, and Ron honed his engineering and machining skills before transitioning into full-time shred claim preparation after a brief stint in intellectual property. Mr. Dorombosi has completed several hundred shred claims for small and large businesses in fields between agricultural, greenhouses, to aerospace, biochemical, and fabrics. Well, Ron, it's great having you on the show. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me, Kirsten.
So, Ron, apparently the CRA is starting to audit a lot of companies. What's going on there?
Well, Kirsten, they don't like to call it an audit when we're dealing with the Scientific Research Experimental Development Program, SHRED program. They like to call it a review. But the gut feeling in industry response is that there's definitely been a lot more reviews in the last several months.
So what can happen when you're being approached by the CRA for an audit? What can be done?
Okay, well, it's a multi-step process. When you file your SHRED return, there's a couple of sections where they ask where your technical contact is and your financial contact. So depending on the types of questions they have, whether it's financial or technical, they'll call the person on the number and they'll ask for more information. Now, ideally, you can talk with the auditor on the phone and say, let's just do this offline. I'll fax in any information you want and go from there. Or conversely, we'll come to an agreement on a date and time, and they'll come out and actually meet with us on site, and they'll send us a formal agenda, I guess, and we kind of follow through with that.
So when you're being audited, I imagine you're in a position where you're on the defensive. How do you recover from a scenario like that?
Well, Kirsten, when they come out to review, basically everything, your entire SHRED claim is open for negotiation. They're looking at your technical stuff, they're looking at your financial sides, and they want to make sure there's a good balance. So basically what we have now is they always go back to the 5 questions, which you can get from the CRA, or if you contact us for more information, we can get you that too. But it always comes back to the 5 questions. So you have to answer yes to these 5 questions. So the idea is we want to be ready for them with our answers for each of these things. Now, how to recover from it, we want to make sure that they understand exactly where we're coming from and exactly how what we're doing fits into the system. And it is SR&ED. It's very different. SR&ED is very different from R&D versus anything else too. Like you can get a patent and that's not necessarily R&D. You can be doing true R&D and that's not necessarily shredder. It's all over the place there. So we want to really sit down and make sure you have all your stuff ready there. And documentation is really key with that. So some of the stuff we like to do is basically use the SALT program and sit down and have good documented answers for everything they could possibly ask. So when they do come in, we have all the stuff we need to have ready, so there's no questions. And sometimes we can even actually get more money back. So our original R&D claim may have been for $10,000, and we can get you $11,000 after the review because we can convince them to give more.
Well, Ron Dorombosi, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. It's good to have your insight.
Thanks for having me.
The website is rd3.ca. Check it out for more information, and reach out to Ron if you're in that scenario, in that little predicament of being under review. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks, Ron, for joining us.
Thanks again.
Bye for now.